What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Duftonbond and I am back with another video trying out a weird-ish deck, but I think it's pretty good. I've been having some fun with it. It's super frustrating if it doesn't work, but awesome and so satisfying when it does. It's this balloon giant type of deck, and again, it's not got those two big minions with like the higher elixir cost being 5, but you do have a couple of those. I have 4 5 elixir cards, but I do really like this deck for those occasional games. What the goal of this deck is to have your giant in the front, balloon in the back, and when you have your advantage, just counter pushing and getting this massive push to their tower. And then once the giant and the balloon or the barbs or any of those things are on the tower, then you can just destroy a tower so quickly. And then the ice wizard is like amazing. I got so lucky that I got it, so I try and use it as much as I can. But it's one of those cards that just slows down their push, their defense, everything, and it's very versatile and great from turning defense into an attack. So I thought I'd hop into some replays here and kind of check out where this deck really shines, because it is a lot of fun. See you guys in a sec. Okay, sorry, so we're back. We're against a level 9. And his strategy was kind of interesting. He was using the skeleton army and the minion horde, and I've never actually seen someone start off with the skeleton army like that. So I play my Tesla and I play my ice wizard and just slowly stop this push, and he uses the 3 musketeers. So a great way to counter those are, if they get close enough to your side, put some barbs on them and then you can take them out really quick. So that was a nice 4 elixir advantage that I got from that, since the 3 musketeers are 9 and the barbarians are only 5, and I still was able to kill them and have some barbarians that could push in. So now we're just kind of resetting. The 3 musketeers have been a card that are coming back. Now, they were never actually in, but they're coming into play because they've been changed to 9 elixir, and that 1 elixir change has made a huge difference, and I think that it will be interesting to see how they are used, because they are very viable now. But as you saw in that push recently, I put down the giant and I put down the balloon, and he didn't have the elixir to defend, because he was using all the elixir in order to make that 3 musketeers push and stuff. So I was able to get his tower, and then I was not sure that I would be able to get his second one as well. So I wanted to just sit back, defend, and see what he was going to play before I started to do anything too crazy. So as soon as he plays his golem, I played my giant, which I don't know how good of a play that was, considering, but I played it at the same time, so it wasn't like I was really trying. But he plays the minion horde, and I was able to take it out as quickly as I could. But he's trying to play the 3 musketeers, and I just want to make sure that I can take out his golem and then be able to get to the 3 musketeers however I could. So I put down the bomb tower, and then I have my barbs back up, luckily. So I throw down my barbs on top of the 3 musketeers, and they could take it out. And now I was going for the counter push, because one of the best ways to not let the enemy get on your tower is to make them use their elixir to defend, and then you can just stall out the game. So that was a quick game. I was able to get the 1 crown right off the bat with that giant balloon, and then just defend with the bomb tower and Tesla in order to get the victory. So I'm going to hop into second replay, and I'll see you guys in a sec. This one is a bit more intense. Okay, so we're hopping into another replay, level 8 against a level 8, and I'm hoping to start off with a bomb tower and then just slowly see what he does, see if I can get the counterattack, and then make that same type of push to win. So he plays the Hog Rider and he plays the Knight, so I throw down my Ice Wizard just because I know that he won't be able to get onto that unless unless he uses a spell. But he uses the rocket, and I know now that he shouldn't have too much to be able to defend with, considering the rocket is a 6 elixir card. But I also didn't have that much elixir to push. So I did have that balloon that was still going that didn't get hit by the rocket, and it was able to get off an attack on his tower and actually do over 800 damage, which is why it is so strong. So I knew that I was in the lead a bit, but he did have a good way of being able to defend with that Inferno Tower, since it's very strong against Giant and Balloon, as they're both single target, like a single unit, I guess. So he throws out that freeze, and that's a good freeze. If you don't know, and like the Tesla's on the ground and you freeze it, it won't pop up and it won't trigger the Hog Rider. But he invests really heavily into that one push, and then I was able to counterattack really nicely. And this is where the Ice Wizard shines, is that thing where the Wizard should have been able to take out all those ground units, but since it was attacking so slow, it allowed time for my Barbarians to get onto it. And since he used all of his elixir so offensively, there was no way that he was able to come back, and I actually go for the 3 crown and win. So we're going to hop into one more replay, and then I think we're going to do a live battle. See you guys in a sec. Okay, so this is the final replay. We're hopping in again, and I realize now that I want to see like the card statistics, but lots of people are using the 3 Musketeers. It might bring back lightning, or I've seen a lot of people using rockets recently just because it's really versatile, especially if you use it defensively, since it can easily take out a push if someone stacks a lot of these like 3 Musketeers or Minion Horde or any of those things on one place. That is worth way more than like the 6 elixir that the rocket may cost, and so it's very strong. But we'll see if it's like a card that's gonna come back. I do like it as a defensive spell just because of how much damage it does. It's just as long as it's not like building and rocket spam, then I'm all good for using that card as like a versatile offense and defense. But we've started off here. We've started off pretty slow, and he's actually got the advantage on me. He got just over time some damage onto my tower, and he uses that 3 Musketeers so offensively, and I know that I can defend with those Barbarians and then start a counter push of my own. So I'm waiting to play the Balloon. And he plays those minions before the Ice Wizard targets on his tower, so the Ice Wizard can take it out and then take out those Spear Goblins and do a little bit of damage to the Goblins, and allow me to get his tower. Unfortunately, you can't see the health going down because he is spamming some friendly emotes, but it just does so much damage when you've got that on the tower. And the fact that the Ice Wizard is just such a great thing to put back and defend means that you can do a lot with it. But now I'm kind of going on the defense. He actually zaps my Tesla so that his Minion Horde could take it out, which I thought was quite a good play. And then he freezes way too offensively. The things were nowhere near. He knew that I had elixir that I could use to defend, and you have to wait until they play something more substantial than than just like having the tower. Like if you only freeze the tower, it's almost never worth unless you're sure that they don't have any elixir. So I was able to get his second tower, and even though he had a pretty hefty push coming down the line, it wouldn't have even mattered if he got that one tower. So that's the type of thing where it's like the best offenses or the best defense's offense is the fact that you can turn that push so quickly from from defense to offense, and once you've got those 2 crowns, it makes your victory just so much more secure. So I'm gonna hop into live battle, and then we'll finish off this video. Alright, so we started off with no buildings, which isn't really what I like, but worst case scenario is we play an Ice Wizard back here. That was actually too far back, and he is playing a hut spam deck. So, oh my god, I'm not paying attention, but the goal of this is just to push the other wave while he is trying to spam on the one side. If we can just get the balloon to get off one hit, that would be awesome, but no, of course, all of my minions will go around his tower to kill those goblins. So that really sucked, but it just shows just how strong like the Ice Wizard is, and my Ice Wizard is still doing tons of damage back there. And so now we're gonna try again with this push on the other side, and I actually get my giant to his tower, but he also has quite a few things on my tower. But if I can stay like above water after this push, it should be pretty good for us. So what I want to do now is, now that his tower is down pretty low, I want to wait until he makes another big move like he just did, where he puts down all these huts, and then we hopefully will be able to do another push. But yeah, this seems like it's worthy of using arrows on, just because of how many skeletons there were. And look at that, I probably won't even get off a hit, no, which is super annoying, but I really like the Ice Wizard. I think it's a very cool card, and I love that that was my legendary that I got, but I still would love to have the princess. So now that he's played some more of his huts, I'm going to try again and push on the other side. I want to be able to get down my bomb tower over here, so I can stop all these, like this massive push that he has. But now that I've gotten one of his tower, oh shoot, I can just try and defend more, but his push will keep on growing if I don't do something to stop it. So I'm going to throw out my arrows there right as he plays those goblins, which make it just like such a huge elixir advantage. And since like usually this deck's supposed to have its focus on the balloon, but sometimes the giant is just like what you need to get like to his tower if there's no other way to win. And I had my balloon on his second tower, and there was no way to really stop me from taking that game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been your boy Duftonbond, and I will see you guys in the next video. This strategy is very niche, and like it's frustrating if they have 2 towers or something, just because you really don't have any quick way of getting to the tower. No hogs, no princes, no any of those speedy minions, and so it's all about making those slow pushes with the giant and the balloon that are just like the slowest minions ever. But once you're on the tower, you can just lock on and do tons of damage. So try out the strategy. I don't know if it's that good, but I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Duftonbond, and I'm out. Bye.